hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. I order all those assembled to immediately disperse. You may be arrested and/or subject to other police the use of riot control agents, which could cause risk of injury to those who remain.
Right?
Yeah.
Trying to get some fucking respect here as a person. Nobody bought the world. This does not belong to anybody. Like, just because they came and killed a bunch of people, it doesn't mean it's theirs.
You know what's funny is, like, I tried telling people this if they study their history, and people think the Illuminati is not some real fucking thing. And I'm like, yes, they are real. They started in Bavaria in about the 1700s. And this is the weird part, right? He's on the internet in Europe, and they were talking about creating a world bank, and they already had plans for America in the early 1700s before it was even established as a country. And I believe it was Thomas Jefferson and whatever the founding fathers of our country. I think it was in 1785. Our country was bankrupt, and these little fuckers from Germany started showing up in America and were offering our country money, essentially establishing a international banking cartel. This is all planned.
Wasn't it in like the 1980s or something like that, or maybe earlier than that? I don't remember the exact year, but didn't all the banks go down? Some guy, what was his name? The guy that went around telling everybody the banks were to crash, and everybody withdrew their money. Remember this? Everybody withdrew their money and crashed the system. The government went down. They had no choice but to get a hold of this one guy who had all the money, and he technically is the person who owns every dollar bill in the world. I'm losing his fucking name right now, but the bank, the money is not even owned by our government. It's privately owned. If you see on your dollar bills, on your $20 bills, whatever, it says privately owned. That is not government money. That is some dude with a bank and a lot of fucking money. It's what that is. Probably Rothschild.
I try explaining how the Federal Reserve works to people, and like I've been studying this shit for years, and nobody understands it. It's like the Federal Reserve is essentially owned by 5 shareholders.
Right, 5 families.
Yeah, 5 families, and there are more of them. There's actually 13 of them. Rothschilds and I believe it's the Kissingers and some other fucking family.
Yeah, I don't know all the names either.
And but basically the Rothschilds are the number one. And the main bank for the Federal Reserve is the one that distributes all of the wealth to the other banks, and they all do different things. But the main one is in New York. And essentially, it's unconstitutional for a foreign agency to produce its money for our country. And essentially, it's unconstitutional for a foreign agency on the breaking down of this whole monetary system, of this central banking system, and trying to establish it in a new way. It's almost as though if we get rid of these fuckers, they already got plans to set up a new system.
Oh yeah, they gotta have a backup. They already know we're pissed. I mean, look at the streets right now. Look around the world. We're taking this shit back.
What they want to do is they want to establish a private central bank that will.
I mean, look at the streets right now. Look around the world. We're taking this shit back.
I'm like, no. What they want to do is they want to establish. What needs to happen is our own government needs to get central bank that will.
I mean, look at the streets right now. Look around the world. We're taking this shit back. Exactly. Take the money back from the bank. They already own our military. They own our police. They own everything. It's not even backed by gold anymore. Exactly. They're trying to money back in the bank. It's called the petrodollar now. It's not even backed by the dollar, or police, by the gold and everything. It's not even backed by gold anymore. Yeah, it's all just backed by fucking oil. That's why they're trying to do 9/11 in the bank. It's called the petrodollar now. It's not oil, by the dollar, police, by the gold and everything. It's not even even build everybody. Buy oil with gold. If you try that shit, they kill you. You know, like you guys know what you're doing. No joke.
So check this out.
Everything. It's not even build everybody. Buy oil with gold. If you try that shit, they kill you. You know, like you guys know what you're doing. No joke. What is it?
Check this out.
It's not even build everybody. Buy oil with gold. If you try that shit, they kill you. You know, like you guys know what you're doing. No joke. What is it? Check this out. It's not even build everybody. Buy oil with gold. If you I think it's only supposed to talk anyway. No joke. What is it? That's all I hear. It's not even build everybody.
Oh yeah. So essentially, our founding fathers of this country never wanted the government to actually be as big as it was. In fact, it's not well known, but George Washington actually denied being president. I think it was not once, but twice. He said, fuck no.
Right.
I'm not doing this. And you know what? Actually, what our founding fathers had broke away from, we are again. We became an empire.
Right. They'd be rolling over their grave right now if they knew what the fuck was going on.
Oh yeah, you know, it's so once you realize, how should I say this? Nobody should be afraid of their fucking government and watching over their shoulder, but that's the kind of world we live in.
It's called fear-mongering, my friend.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is that
they have us also afraid that we don't even realize that the Constitution is bound to us, and if we have a tyrannous government doing shit not in the best interest of the people, it is our job, our duty to actually stand up and take back control. It's in the Constitution. We are supposed to be taking this shit back right now.
Exactly. That's what our Second Amendment is for. But our government doesn't see it that way. And I'm like, no. Militias are legal. Installing laws on our Second Amendment, like you can't have a gun because you have a felony, is actually a crime. That's bullshit.
Right. It's kind of me with my suspended license. In the Constitution, it states that we can travel by any means necessary, and the word to drive means to be paid to do so. In a manner, to travel, is to be not paid to drive. So if I'm like cruising down the road, I should legally be able to do that without a license. It says so. But because I'm suspended, and because the state says otherwise, guess who's not allowed to drive?
Oh yeah.
Fuck the system.
Oh yeah. No. Check this shit out. So I was studying this stuff from Cymatica, or it was the guys who made Zeitgeist, and they made this fucking video. And I studied a lot, dude. There's these two kinds of laws, right? That they always get you in these fucking little binds. One's called admiralty law, called common law, right? And when you're born, you get a birth certificate, which is
right.
The birth certificate is a representation of a birth. Well, those were only established to ships and whatever. And upon this fucking what they call the straw man theory, they have essentially made you register for everything.
We already have bar, friend.
Pretty much, you know. But when you realize it, I forget what the point they were getting at in the video. Is that we have to register, including our birth certificates, are technically fucking illegal. The laws do apply because the black books or the book of black or black or some shit.
Yeah, the black law book.
Yeah, it only applies to people within the law community. It doesn't actually.
Exactly.
It doesn't apply to real people. And if you're stupid enough to fucking show up in court, because you always notice that they always put your name in caps letters. I know I've been in fucking court a bunch of times.
Right, where it says your name versus state.
Yeah, yeah, your name is always in capital letters because that is the artificial self. And there's like this guy in Canada, and he's actually like disengaged himself from the whole fucking society legally by stating in court that he doesn't identify as the artificial person and all this fucking bullshit. But yeah, when you go to court, the judge is acting as as judge, because it always ends up in a monetary outcome. Whether you go to jail or not, you're still going to be paying money.
Exactly. It's all revolving around money. That's all it is.
Indeed.
That's why I don't pay that shit.
And you know what's funny? I think in 1890, this is the fucking funny thing. Shit. This, I believe they abolished what was known as debtor's court, and before the once upon a time, you used to be able to go to jail because of your debts. But what does the IRS do if you don't pay them? You go to jail.
Exactly.
You go to jail.
I went to jail. How long was I in jail for? I think I was in jail for 10 days, over $250. And if I would have paid $20, I would not have been in jail. So I was in jail for $20 for 10 days. I got bailed out on $20. Are you fucking kidding me?
I was in jail for 2 years. I was in prison.
Right, over money, right? Over money, I'm sure.
Oh God, no. Oh God.
Oh. Well, just assuming, I guess.
Hey, I was shot.
Shit happened, man. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Prism.
We're real hard in the plane out here. Point of the non. Fuck the system. You wind up in jail eventually.
Prism, you sound like you're throwing up.
There it is.
Oh, you got it to work, huh?
Perfect.
I think we're live.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're live right now.
What are you doing? Oh.
I didn't think this was actually working. I guess it works though.
Alright, so we need to figure this out. We're live right now, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live right now.
10 minutes ago.
So how about we introduce ourselves one at a time here? How's that sound?
This is Tyler Durden from Fight Club.
Arthur Wolf, one bad motherfucker.
Prisma, the quiet person. The young one. I'm learning stuff here. It's like a history lesson.
So let's get fucking talking about this Purge.
Right, the Purge. So where do we start on this fucking Purge, huh? I already said my part earlier. I think it's somebody else's turn to threaten somebody.
All right, bottom line,
Let's say fucking Purge.
we're not losing our masks. If you want to drop your masks, go ahead. But nobody will be forced to drop their accounts because they have a mask on them, or they have the Fox name, or non-rising. I'm sorry, bro. We're not doing it.
It's a movement. It's an idea.
That's
We
what
do
we're
whatever.
against.
We do what we want. You want to put on a green mask? Go ahead.
We have no masters.
Whatever.
You cannot make us.
Exactly. If I want to put on a fucking Freddy Krueger mask or a Jason mask or a fucking Scream mask, I can do that.
That's your right. If I want to don a gun, if I want to wear a mask, if I want to say fuck the system, we can do that. You're not our fucking masters.
Exactly. We're against censorship. Why would we be promoting that with the Purge? That's not the way we do things.
So yeah. No more Purge. You can't take our rights away. I am Arthur Wolf of Wolfsec, and we will not stand for this. Our rights are our rights. You don't have the right to take that from us. It's called freedom of speech, my friend. Figure it out. Go pick up a book. Read it. Get off my job.
You know what's funny is that they were trash talking Anonymous. You know what? All they do on that other show is talk about how fucked up the world is when we're actually creating. I don't know about you guys, but let's just say we do things that can get us into a lot of trouble to change the system. We don't just talk about it.
I mean, I've heard these guys throw the snowflake term around that's been so hot these last couple of weeks, and To me, it really seems that's what these guys are. They're just having the meltdown about what's going on in this world and don't want to do shit to fix it.
You got to get your hands dirty. Somebody. There's a human. God, what the fuck? My stepmom was a psychologist. What the fuck? Some fucking just it's natural. So people by nature will not react to a bad situation until they see somebody fucking doing something that they know is right. Then everybody else jumps in. It's like the mob mentality. If we had
the sheep, they don't do nothing without being told to do so.
If we had one person all around the world standing up to our government and the central banks and to the elite, one person doing it, essentially we could move mountains.
That comes right back to the principles of the black bloc tactics, to show people's resistance isn't something to be afraid of, that we indeed do have the power. It's all about making people have that realization that we can fight back.
Yeah.
Essentially there was this other theory that was going around from We Changed the World or whatever, and it was very, very simple. Monetarily wise, our world is very unstable, and all it takes to bring down a system is there's a couple ways to go about it, but the best way that they said to go about it was stop engaging in the society that keeps us oppressed. Basically, their solution was stop going to work or stop paying your taxes and let the governments fall.
Yeah, that's going to be the big one, is for people to stop paying their taxes.
File exempt on your paperwork. You won't pay any taxes.
Pay the IRS. If you pay the IRS, you are funding the central banks, and you're putting it back into the fucking Rothschilds. All the money from the IRS does not go back to any government programs. All it does is it goes back to the loans that the government took from the fucking Federal Reserve in the first place.
Like when you're saying people like jumping in, during the Million Mask March, we didn't have that many people. And then when we were actually marching downtown, we like quadrupled. People
join in as you walk.
What we were doing. Yes, people saw that what we were doing was okay. We were saying what we wanted
we
to
had
say.
quite a few people join in on our march in DC just the same way.
Yeah, here in
people
Chicago,
gotta see those first people.
we got infiltrated by some outsiders. We don't even know who the fuck they were, but they had some good shit to say. But I think that they were paid or something. I don't even know.
Where was this at?
Downtown Chicago.
Wait.
Shit, I bet that one was
Yeah, I
wild.
think people just need a way to get into this, because most of us, we did our own research to get into this. We need to go out there and find people. That's
This
how
is our
we're gonna
job.
grow.
We are truthers. We need to be out there getting people to realize the truth. Wake them up. Show them. Some will be offended. Some will be afraid. But all you gotta do is plant the seed. Once they have the idea in their head, they will research on their own. Little bit by little bit, people will wake up. They already know. Everybody knows what's going on in the world. They see it on TV. I mean, the boob box. They might be brainwashed, but look at Trump right now. Look what he's got people doing. He's dividing us across the country. He's got people fighting over the stupidest shit. He's kicking out other religions. He's banning people. He's building walls. He is fear-mongering the United States right now.
What he doesn't realize is he's actually helping us.
His wall. It might not be a physical one, but metaphorically, the wall has already been built.
Yeah.
You know, I was told by some weird fucker by, he's a conspiracy theorist, but it makes a lot of sense. If you study history, right, these lunatics and these fucking dictator-like people usually come before society falls. And this guy was saying that he might have been put here on purpose to divide us even further, so that we come into a state of insanity. We revolt. They create martial law. Now, this is not a way off the wall fucking conspiracy theory. So that the elite can get their their one world order shit. And it's not really unheard of. I mean, back in September, ICANN handed over the main DNS servers, which only used to resolve names and stuff like that, like 2% of the time. But yeah, we handed it over to the United Nations. And then, back in September, which was really weird, is I believe it was Obama had signed some shit that saying that the UN could be our police if need be. It's not absolute bullshit.
That's what the goal is, it seems.
I mean, yes. I mean, handing over the main DNS servers. I mean, it really isn't a real big shit. But think about it. You know, I mean, if they, you can do a lot of damage with a tower like that.
What I've noticed with this Trump stuff going on, though, is it's been bringing a lot of us together and bringing more people in. So, in a way, it could be good, but
it's definitely
it's
done
still
that.
going to destroy us.
They've got people in the streets. We got that going for us now. It's got people rising up. It's got people voicing their opinions, not being afraid. They're putting that shit out there, and they don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. They're going to stop this. It's our job. It's what we're supposed to do. Get out there and voice our opinions. Get our voices heard. You know, that's why we wear the mask. It's not about who we are. It's about the voice we represent. It's about freedom. It's about just, you know, sticking to the man. Fuck the system. And Trump has definitely stepped that one up a bit.
Another historical time with like riots exactly like this I've seen is when the whites and blacks were not equal, and the blacks are going out and they're rioting. They weren't stopping, and it changed. So maybe possibly this could change stuff. You never know.
It'll either change it, or it's going to get thrown into martial law, and we're going to have war on our hands.
Well,
and nobody's ready for that.
It's a possibility. Everybody's afraid of this nationwide martial law, but I mean, I really do not see us having the power to enforce that in this country.
They could have done it.
I think.
Look at Standing Rock. They're already doing it. They got people out there getting blasted with water guns, you know, shooting them with rubber bullets in the faces, arresting people, putting them in cages outside. They're not even taking them to jail. They're just putting them in cages, treating them like animals. They don't care. They will destroy us if we don't have the right numbers. That's where we come off on top. We are many. They're few. But what I've seen in the last march that I went to, this is the problem. Not everybody's ready to fight. I was front line. I was hoorahing the fuck down that road. But as soon as everybody's seen the riot team in front of us lining up, God, they look so mighty too with their shields and their batons and their helmets but you just keep marching forward and keep going. But I could feel it behind us. We were losing people. They started running. They started dropping back, jumping fences. Next thing I knew, it was down to 10 people and probably 200 cops. You know, we went from on top to...
We scattered.
Right,
that's what happens. And we can't be doing that. We're going to start this shit, we got to finish the shit. We can't just be running off because we're just getting scared, you know?
Any of you guys ever read a really short essay, sort of the turn of the century? It was called The Fate of Empires.
I have not heard of that.
Yeah, it was written by this guy who used to study the rise and fall of empires, you know, all the way dating back to, you know, the Arab and the Ottoman and even the British Empire, you know. Basically, all of these societies fall for a bunch. There's three major reasons. I mean, I think there were like 10 at the end. But one was the loss of sense of duty, corruption, and a love of money. And that's exactly what we're going through right now. is the end stage of what is known as the American, well, with the American Empire.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen over the course of history, this is exactly what empires do right before they fall. They turn into very oppressive dictatorships.
Yep.
And, man, we're heading down the highway to that one real fast.
Right now, we just need to work on sticking together and voicing our words, because with everything that we've seen, everybody just runs away when they see danger. Like during our march, during Million Mask March, the police came, everybody scattered. There was only a small amount of people that stopped, and everybody left.
Yeah, see, in D.C. it was completely different. Almost everybody, as soon as the police showed up with that crackdown, just charged straight in, and like they were trying to arrest people. We were fighting back. Like everybody was fighting back, trying to get those people back. And man, if we see that where everybody's building up with that momentum, we'll start to see those police lines back down, and yeah, they're gonna have to adjust their tactics somewhere.
Well, what they're using is old school 1950s tactics. Spray them with water, use violence.
Just beat them down, weaken them. That's what they're doing. They're just beating people down.
For every, what you need to do is, and this is a very good tactic, but it won't really work. Is pointing out all of the bad shit that our police do, or what they do to us. But it's never really going to work until we all stick together. We all unify and fucking topple what's going on here in our country.
It's just a matter of time until people are fed up and they just don't care anymore about what their life holds. Your jobs, your banks, your everything. Like that's where a lot of people get afraid. They're afraid of losing what they have. They're afraid of losing the system. See, and this new Operation Resistance. Have you guys seen the video yet? Operation Resistance. Okay, the first maybe 5 seconds of that video is amazing. You see maybe 400 people completely smashed. They don't even stop. They got their black flags, their black masks, their black bandanas, their black hoods. They're blacked out, and they're just pushing the cops over. They're toppling them like dominoes. And just no fear. We need to lose the fear factor. The fear is keeping us down. It's keeping us oppressed. The fear's got to get out the door. We can do so much more if we just fuck it, Just let's take it. Let's make it ours again. Make it the way it's supposed to be.
What do we have to lose at this point?
Exactly. Like what is enough? You want to lose your pensions? You want to lose your 401ks? Do you want to live on the streets? Do you want to be starving? Do you want DHS to take your kids? Look at DHS right now. What did they get? Something like $140 million worth of hollow points? Bought a bunch of rifles and weaponry? Like, what does DHS need with that shit? They're making it so you can't get your kids back if they take them from you now? It's horrible. And you don't know where your kids are going in that situation. You don't know who's doing what. But sure enough, they're fucking taking our shit. And I'm sick of that. I'm sick of taking their shit. I'm ready. I've lost enough already. And I know a lot of people that are too. I'm seeing a change. 2017 is a year of change. I can feel it. I can see it. People are done.
Here in America, and, I don't know if anybody studies money, but the reality is that there is no middle class. We're all poor. Barely anybody can afford their shit. There's something really wrong in our country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's
Nobody
just one of those things. That's how they keep us down.
Exactly. They have us by the balls by the monetary system, and this constantly comes up in a lot of conversations. So you get rid of the monetary system, you get rid of the central banks, and then what? And then you know what? I'm not like the smartest guy in the world. I don't have all the fucking solutions. But if it comes down to a moneyless society, it might have to boil down to that kind of shit.
We can figure it out. Like That's the way the natives had it. We ruined a beautiful thing the day we stepped
There
soil.
are people that have gone out and they live off the land and everything. You don't need money. You could still grow. It's just society now, like how it is, it makes it hard for you. Like, you need money and everything, but if we have no money, we could all figure out how to use our resources. And what they're doing now is they're steering people away from natural foods. They're making it so expensive, and they're spraying it, and we could actually be going out there, building our own gardens, living off the land.
Have you
As
ever
we
have you
should
ever,
be.
have you ever studied money? It was designed by essentially modern banking systems were designed by the Freemasons. Well, not exactly the Freemasons, but they were the priests at the time. And if you money is inherent to man's world. It's artificial. It creates all these artificial fucking problems. There really is no shortage of jobs. There's only a shortage of money. I had a sponsor. Yeah, I'm in recovery, and he had like this bachelor's degree in economics. And when we have these economic scares, they go, "Oh, the fucking sky will fall," and this fucking bullshit. But you know what's funny is, it's not the end of the world. God, had another stoner moment. But essentially, what
Too
it
much
does.
going in your head, man.
No. I'm clean, but I still get these moments where I fucking forget shit. But no, essentially, if you plant the seeds, the water will still, the plants will still grow and all that shit. But the problems that we face, with the monetary system are all artificial. It creates all these fucking problems that aren't even fucking like real fucking problems. They're just art. I mean, even like what do you call it? Like fractional reserve banking, where a bank can loan out 10 times more money than it actually has. Right?
Right.
And if you got all the money together, right? There would still be fucking missing money. So what we're dealing with is like a game of like musical chairs with like these imaginary numbers that'll never fucking come back.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's all fucking
Debt is slavery. Debt is slavery. It's oppression. It's fucked up. A way to keep us down from the beginning. That's what it was designed to do. There's no real money. I owe a bank money. That bank owes another money. So on and so forth down the line. Everybody owes everybody. If somebody were to come try to collect that, there would be no money. There's not enough money to pay back all the debt in the world, or in America at least. It wouldn't be possible.
yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, like I don't know. I never looked into the who actually and how the monetary system evolved throughout history. But whoever fucking designed it was like a fucking genius. It's like an artificial source of power. You can have he who has the most money has control over everybody. I don't know, but whoever fucking thought about that was a fucking genius. People will do a lot of fucking shady shit for money.
I robbed their own mama just to go steal $100.
Exactly. People will murder each other. Prostitutes will fucking do whatever they fucking do for the shit, and that's a completely different fucking situation. I know from being a substance abuse counselor. That's a problem that'll probably never ever be solved. Sorry,
Money's like a disease. It's just as bad as a drug, Like, people are addicted to money.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that. It's money in our day and age means that you can get your food, you can have shelter, right? But if
Yeah.
you don't work,
Life
if you don't
depends
work,
on
you don't
what
have
a
this
piece of
shit.
cake.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
It's all just a control factor, man. Fuck money, there's better ways to live. What is it, in India? What do they call it? Dubai? Don't they have a city there that has no money, no work? Like, everybody does their part in the society. You know, you teach your kids how to cook, how to clean, how to hunt, how to forage, how to survive without that kind of, like, this kind of shit. Like, the boys, they use power tools in school. They teach them how to cut. They teach them how to build. The girls, they teach them how to go out and, like, look for forage for food and make clothing. They teach the kids the way they should have been. There's no money. It's the whole city's self-sustainable. It builds its own energy off of a wind turbine. You know, they farm their own food. Everybody pitches in what they can, and it's
Ryan, this is not Danzy's show. This is retaliation to Daniel Uzi's show.
retaliation. Resist. Aren't we supposed to be resisting the purge right now?
No, dude, Ryan is Daniel Lucy. He's messaged me.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm hot as hell in this mask right now, I'll tell you what. Fuck. Killing me. How many views you got on this fucker?
25.
Yeah, not bad. What happened to the 200 we had earlier? Where'd they go?
I don't know.
Looks like I'm gonna have to mash share this shit again.
Me too.
Yeah, sharing time. Hold on, pause, share, let's get some views.
If you guys are watching, feel free to comment.
Yeah, we've got 21 right
Say
now.
anything.
This video, like this stream right now, has had 867 views. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not bad. 867 views, huh? Well, I'm gonna try to pull in a couple thousand more. Let's do this.
Yeah.
American people, do not fear government. You are being told lies. Tell the truth. We're from the internet.
From the internet. I like that.
Hey man, I really felt like that in DC at the Disrupt J20 event. Dude, there was so many just random personalities from the internet, like people I've seen on YouTube that have nothing to do with the resistance at all were out for that.
Oh,
shit.
you know what's funny about the resistance movement? I mean, I totally support any anonymous operations against the thing, and I believe they it at the end of the right? But I see these other like groups and all of it, right? You get run of one fucking shithead in politics, you're still left with another shithead. You know? I don't know. That's just me.
Sorry, I'm coming back. I'm sharing. I'm distracted. I'm sorry.
Oh, hell, what you're saying of that just goes back to the old cliche phrase, one bad apple spoils the bunch, right?
All I gotta say is
I got tired of my voice changing.
you kind of sounded like Bumblebee for a second.
Something like Bumblebee. I can get a little voice changer. So let's do it.
There we go. I'm a little girl now, guys.
Oh god.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
That's a little disturbing.
What's going on here? What is this voice I hear?
That's me, Prismatic.
Prismatic. Alright, I shared like 15 times. Let's see if we get some more views on this.
Alright.
Okay, sounds good.
So, where were we? That's right. Money is not the answer. Re-educate the children. Teach them how to live with what we got, not what they want. You know, bare necessities.
That's a
Stop
very important
participating in
thing right
society.
there.
Stop
We have
paying
to
the
educate
IRS
our
money.
children. The
That's key.
biggest mistake you can make is letting your enemy educate your children.
Exactly.
Right? Sit there and cut them into little squares. You can have them being little tiny stars. You can have them jumping all over the place and doing everything. You put those little fuckers in school, pardon my French, they're just going to cut them into squares. They're going to get out there into society. They're going to go to college. They're going to be doctors and dentists and lawyers, and they're going to live in little pink and yellow houses that all look the same. They're all going to walk the same. We don't want that. We're going to have to wake them up. See? Start at a very young age, before school even. Don their masks the day they come out, you know. Then from day one, how to be correct people in today's society, how to, like I keep saying, just re-educate them to know how to do shit right. Eating, purging, you know, no money. You don't need money. Back to that. The money is the slavery part. The money is the fear-mongering. If we can do away with the money, taxation is theft, you know. Major banks are puppet masters sitting there pulling strings.
Like, heck, you guys know I'm under 18 and I'm still doing this. It's possible to teach the younger people in life that society is not the way it's supposed to be.
You millennials, you get it. I think the millennials are going to be the ones that change the future. Honest to God.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, I just met a 19-year-old kid a couple weeks ago that, man, this dude fucking gets it. They put him on Fox News, and he, like, schooled the fucking Fox News guy right there on live air.
Oh, Justin?
Yeah.
I know Justin.
Yeah, I was probably standing about 10 feet from when that shit went down, man. That was fucking epic. If I'm not mistaken, I've got a full interview somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know how Justin got on how he got himself to DC. I saw him schooling him on when they were talking shit about Russia and shit.
Russia didn't do anything. Poor Russia.
Love you, Justin.
Oh, that shit was great.
How'd the world change? You guys notice that? Russia's the good guy now, and America's the bad guy. What's going on here?
That was the deplorable.
Yeah. I think we should really start working on awakening the younger people.
Start on day one, bro. Day one. Start teaching them the right kind of things. How to live, how to love. You need to teach your kids how to love. No more of this, only worry about yourself bullshit. No more of this, don't share because they're just going to take it from you. Don't tell them that shit. You know, you don't want them to grow up already assuming everybody's out to get them. You need our children to be more aware and less afraid, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
Peace and love, it's the answer, man. We are warriors of light. You know, our voice is immortal. It's going to echo for centuries after this. It's going to change what our grandchildren see. It's just, if we let them teach our kids, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be slavery. There's going to be war. There's going to be greed, poverty, death. You know, it's chaos. And it starts with the kids. I mean, we can make a change on our own. We can get out and go feed the homeless, you know, maybe take somebody in, do what we can. Obviously, no matter how small, as long as you're changing something for the better, you're doing your part. But the kids, if you start with the kids, it'll go for centuries on, because then they'll teach their kids, and their kids will teach their kids. But it starts with you and your kid, right now, today. The kids are the future, my friend. It's a beautiful thing. My daughter, she's what is she, 9 years old right now. And she can shoot, she can build, she's the smartest kid in her class, she knows everything. But before she even went to school, she was reading, she was counting, she knew how to read a clock. When she went to school, they didn't even teach clocks. My daughter knew it all. Because from the day she came out, I didn't just say, oh, you're perfect, oh, you can do it, you know, oh, it's a pretty little scribble. I looked at her, I said, honey, it's a nice scribble, but you can do better.
You gotta show them how hard life really is.
Exactly. You don't just teach them, you know, oh, it's going to be okay. No, it's not going to be okay. Always strive to do better.
Right.
Push for the next step ahead. Don't be happy with today. Don't be satisfied with yesterday. Because tomorrow's the day.
Gotta
All I'm
teach
gonna
them
say
to
is
battle
this,
bigger
you know,
fights in life.
the way society's going, if we don't make a change now, it's just going to be a worse picture.
Right, that's the reason I'm involved in this myself, because, man, if we don't do it now, it's just going to get exponentially worse.
I think we should go around maybe in how we got to where we are right now.
Yeah, I got one hell of a story.
Be glad to
Yeah, it's, you know, it all started with a mask. I was homeless for 3 years, alright? You know, I used to make good money. I had my own house. I had big pickups. I had cars. I had everything. You know, I thought I was a king. I was 19 years old, and I had everything. I'm now 8, sorry. I'm now 28. And I lost my job. I just got all fucked off on drugs. You know, the stupid blah, blah, bullshit. Life kicked me in the ass. And then I was homeless for a couple of years, and I found what it feels like to need something. I felt what it was like to have nobody care. They just walked past me. They just like, there's that guy again. You know, and that's not a good feeling. It's alone, you know. You're hungry, you're cold, you're alone, nobody cares. You get kind of cold in your heart. You find yourself not caring about other people. You find yourself, you know, stealing, hurting, doing whatever the fuck you gotta do to survive. Survival kicks in, and it's not pretty. Okay? Well, some rich fucker, God bless his soul, he took me in. He says, hey, you know, I got a 5-bedroom house, and I own my own company. Let me give you a job and come live in my house. That was the first time in 3 years anybody tried to help me do anything. So I said, okay, you know, I took on his job, and everything was good. He had a game room with an Xbox. I love my Xbox. So fuck with my Xbox. That he had an Anon mask up in the corner, just chilling there. An Anon mask. Never seen them before. I seen the movie, you know, and didn't really know what it was. So I was like, hey, what the fuck's that? You know, can I see that? He's like, oh yeah, it's an anonymous mask. You don't know Anonymous? And I was just like, no, not really, no, I don't know Anonymous. He's like, oh yeah, it's cool, you know, there's a lot of stuff online, you should research. Research. Keyword, you gotta fucking research. Okay? So I did. I got on YouTube, started watching videos, and just within the first 3 videos, I found myself with my mouth wide open and just, I felt something I've never felt before. Like an awakening, I guess is what they call it. It's just, the mask came to me. I did not go to the mask. The mask came to me. And it showed me a world that did not have to be the way it is. It did not have to be like that. It reminded me that I can love my neighbor. I can help people. I was still struggling, but I found myself helping, giving to other people more than I had for myself, to the point of I became anonymous. I am now what I am now, you know, and I joined some groups. I found some people. They took me in also. They showed me around. They taught me some things. They taught me how to troll. They got me a laptop. They got me back to playing on, you know, computers. They got my phone going. I got my groups. I got my people. And the love came from everywhere. Every angle, every corner of the world, love everywhere. I've never felt nothing like that. And just one by one, a little bit as I go, next thing I know, now here I am. I have my own sector. I have my own people. I'm out waking people up on a daily. I'm putting my voice out there, not showing fear. I am what I fell in love with now. I am the family. We are the family. And that's kind of how I got here today. And now, because of this purge is threatening what I've fallen in love with, this family that I've grown fond with. This purge is taking my family from me. Okay? I can't be having that. Just can't.
Yeah, see, the people on the other side act like it's not a big deal. Your account went down. You lost an big deal, but I mean, some of us have accounts.
You have like these friends and all these fucking like messages from your friends taking time into this shit. It's like it might mean nothing to the taking it over, but to the person you're doing it to, because you have some agenda, and it's petty.
But it's detrimental to the community as a whole. It breaks up a network that we've spent over a decade building. We have enough struggle with Facebook taking our accounts down with no help from anyone.
We have to deal with fucking Facebook all the fucking time.
Yeah, all the time. Anyone want to go next?
Yeah, who's next? That was my story.
And I've been trying to tell everybody about the skills and convertible bonds for a couple years now. These guys, man, they go way back. I'm talking to one of the other ones right now. It's all the way back fucking 2016, Humanity Party and Global Solidarity Online. I'm telling you. I'll sit down and work it all out. These guys are not who they say they are.
So my story basically starts actually very young. Around I was 7 or 8. My mom we all became homeless, and so then this is where CPS obviously comes in. My mom found herself. Whoa. My mom found herself, and basically we were all put into like foster care and everything for no reason. And I've like always, wanted to find, I've just always seen the view of how corrupt the government is and everything. So about a year ago, I started reading a lot of books, like, Fahrenheit 451. And that's made me start doing research on real life stuff that was similar to that. And that's kind of how I found this right here. It's kind of short, but...
You found your support, man. You found your people. I'm really happy to have you, man. Welcome to Anonymous.
I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Who's next? Let's hear some stories, guys. Spill your heart.
Me, I don't know. My dad's not from this country. And I used to grow up him telling me that you shouldn't trust the police and the government. And then I, just in my losing career, I started getting in trouble with the police and all this and that. And I realized really quickly how much power the system has over you once they got you by the balls, can incarcerate you, And I think my first introduction to Anonymous was like last year. I was back in rehab, and I got my laptop back, and some guy with this nice, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was some weird profile. Was telling me, I don't want to get into the discussions about it. Let's just say that it was an ongoing operation. Yeah. And so I didn't think anything about it for like a month or two. And then, I started watching, a lot of these, movement videos, Zeitgeist and Cymatica and all stuff like that. And then, I started getting more involved and more involved and more involved. And you know what? The things that I was seeing and the things that I'm doing now, it feels right. You know.
Yeah, I guess my grandma's out of Friday waiting for it. They told her there'd be a package for today, so it's down to wait.
It's insane how far you. I've only been here since the end of October, actually.
Oh wow, we got us a real new blood.
I put so much effort into this. I got this far on big pages, you know. Just saying what I feel. Got my young view on everything. Always seems to help out sometimes. Wish I got into this sooner.
Hey, we all
Never too late, bro. Never too late to wake up.
Shit, I feel like I've been doing this almost my whole life myself. I mean, I grew up like in the 90s with the internet coming about and all the, you know, started with the hacking there, the AOL hacks and all that kind of shit. And man, once the political awakening happened, it was just such a natural thing to just wind up back in anonymous with all the hackers that are doing it for politically motivated reasons and shit. It was a whole new world to me at that point.
Back in the dial-up days, huh?
Right? That 56K, man, the modem screams so loud.
Oh, that was so fast, though. Yeah, I have dreams about that shit. I used to have a ringtone that made that noise.
You're like, how long is this porn gonna load? Oh, it's only gonna take an hour. Cool.
4 hours later, I'm watching a 5-minute video. I remember.
Shit, I remember the days where it took 20 minutes to load a fucking JPEG file if you're connected.
Was I the only guy? Was I the only guy that was playing Descent on dial-up? When you had to dial up your friend's fucking modem. Remember Doom? Port 666.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it was hard for me. I was young. I was maybe, you know, we were poor. I mean, not young. I mean, I was young, but when I was young, we were very poor. We couldn't afford maybe a TV with 1 or 2 channels on it. But we had this thing around the neighborhood where everybody would put their, like, lightly used, I guess, trash to them, but they'd put it out on the side. We call it spring cleaning. And everybody would go around, you know, and you can get fish tanks, TVs, whatever the fuck you want. You can just get whatever. It's garbage. People are throwing it away. Well, I'd go around and find their computers. I'd stack up every computer I could get a hold of around the neighborhood, around the whole city. I'd go around on my bike, grabbing every single computer I could get my hands on, sitting on the side of the road, you know? And I'd get home, and I'd get out my screwdriver, and I'd just start taking shit apart. By the end of the day, I'd have a computer that worked. I'd have a monitor that was functioning. I was on the internet. I had my free AOL card, so I always had free internet. You know, from day one, I was building computers. I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know. I just figured it out, you know? That's how I started this whole thing, really. I guess that was the beginning of me being who I am now. Like, even before I found Anonymous, I guess. Building computers that I found in dumpsters, just to be able to get online.
Right. I've done my fair share of the Frankenstein computers, man. That was the heyday.
500 megabits. That was huge.
Oh hell, I've still got hard drives laying around that are like 256 gigabyte hard drives, and that was like the fucking big one back then.
Good old days, man. It was so much more simpler.
Hell, hacking was
I kind of wish that I grew up then. To be honest, I'm kind of tired of all this celebrity drama stuff that I've grown up with. It's just like, that's why I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV for years.
It's all drama now.
That's another thing to our viewers. Stop watching TV. Seriously.
Amen to
Yes,
that.
dude.
I already call it the boob tube.
Yeah, the best thing I ever did was take my computer or my TV's input and plug it into my computer and get rid of that cable box, man. That thing ain't no good for nobody.
Oh yeah, if you've ever, isn't it all the major companies are owned by Echo?
But yeah, it's all owned by the same people, the big owners.
And you feel so much better without it too.
Right? You lose that negativity of their brainwash. Your life then starts to move forward.
Like, don't watch news, don't watch anything. Just unplug your TV, do your own research. You'll find fun through that.
Pick up a book.
Exactly. I would literally turn off my TV, go and sit and read for hours. 6 or 7 hours straight.
Do we have that book on the freedom of government? If you guys want to read a book, I'll tell you a book right now. This book is eye-opening, okay? It's called Freedom from Government. Have you guys heard about it?
I have heard of it. I have not read that book. That was on my list of books to get when I was in
This book right here, check it out. Freedom from Government, alright? This in here has every single idea, way, shape, and form of how to just get free and do it on your own, okay? It comes with this little card here. I don't know if you can see it. Freedom from Government card. In this card, it has steps on how to not get fucked with by the police, how to get pulled over and properly speak to them, how to exercise your rights, not let them illegally search your shit. It's an eye-opening book. You guys want to learn some shit, check that shit out.
Yeah, for sure will. I actually started with Fahrenheit 451, 1984, those books.
There you go.
I think that's actually where I first found Anonymous. I was just looking into stuff like that, like with books, and then I was doing research on censorship, and that's how I found Anonymous, and I just started watching their videos. I was like, you know what? They say good stuff. I don't know why I haven't heard of this before.
Damn, yo, there's a lot of comments on this shit.
There is.
I know, I can't even see it.
I haven't been reading them, but yeah, they've been getting blown up.
We got 100.
We're getting some good shit out there too, guys. We're doing good. Keep it up. Just keep the flow moving. We're on a roll now.
Swear.
I'll be right back. I need a glass of water.
We should do break time.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Don't drink tap water. It's bad for you.
Oh yeah, it's got fluoride
Exactly.
in it.
Hey, when you get good clean water, you can taste the difference in that shit.
Isn't check this shit out. So isn't fluoride like a natural it's a neurotoxin, right?
Well, there was a time period where they used it to treat people with overactive thyroids, and what they would do is they would soak people in a bath with fluoride in the water. So that should tell you right there that, man, you cut the tap water out, you stop drinking it. That's not enough. It's still coming through your shower and absorbing through your skin.
Right. No matter what, you're getting that fluoride.
Yeah.
So now what? We gotta quit taking showers?
I don't know.
Fuck it. No more showers from this point on.
Go
down for the cause.
Shower in the river.
Go scrub down in the river somewhere.
There's homeboy showering in the river.
I mean, I guess you could buy bottled water and sit there and dump it on yourself as you scrub yourself. You know, that's a stop. But that can get spendy. I think.
We have 2.3 thousand. We have 2,300 views on 67 shares.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking right.
There's only 3 people on the show.
Keeping it going, boys. It's no joke. This is real shit. This is truth live right here. Okay? This is all raw. This is unscripted. This is
We put it
knowledge.
together at the last minute.
They just all jumped in or what?
Exactly.
Pulled this one out of our ass, eh?
That's good shit.
How long do we keep it going for?
An hour?
It's an hour show? Okay.
I don't know. Oh, I thought you meant how long has it been going on? I don't know.
I guess we have been on for a minute. I was not paying attention to the time at all. I know I'm getting glared at, but I don't give a fuck.
I'm in freaking monster. All my girlfriends say this shit'll kill me, but I'm like, whatever. I'm not doing heroin anymore, guys. I'm not doing that. I swear.
Power to you, bro.
I'm clean.
I got it out in the corner. This is better than that.
Oh, that was funny as shit, dude. So like, I was like in fucking rehab. Like, I was like working as like a drug and alcohol counselor not even too long ago. I had this like major fucking relapse.
Thank you.
Oh my god. That was a fucking nightmare. I went to rehab only to like get this call from like the sheriff's fucking department saying that you have a fucking warrant. I was like, what? I came here to fucking fix my life. And they're like, oh yeah, you got this warrant for... I was like, for what?
That's about right, though. They love to get a motherfucker while they're trying to get their shit together.
Well, I know the whole situation, but it was all bullshit.
So, let's topic, guys. What are we talking about here?
A little bit of everything.
Anybody got anything to say about this Pizzagate or WikiLeaks right now? Do you guys hear about WikiLeaks?
No, I haven't, bro.
WikiLeaks is dumping everything right now. I got it all up on my WolfSec page right now. He's dumping all this classified shit out. He's finally done hiding, according to him. It's followed, you know. He's ready to come back and face his charges. He does not have fear right now, and he's been dumping just everything. I mean...
Hey, which WolfSec page is that on?
It's WolfSec. It's got, like, the colorful blue silver emblem on it.
Alright. Yeah,
It should be, like, the second down from the top. It's got, like, 231 likes.
Prismatic.
That's my page. It's good.
Oh, is that the hash?
Hey, I got a like. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that was me.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shit on here, though. Most of it all comes from me. I got my own little team, obviously, you know. WolfSet for life. Love you guys. We're out there pulling anything we can find. Any truth, any research. I mean, we're pedo hunters. We look for the creepos, the chimos, the fucking... We took down fucking this guy named Olusky the other day. This guy likes to fuck dogs, okay? That's not okay.
Wait. Let me check my messages. I just got some shit on that, dude. Hold on.
On who?
Check it out. Hold on.
I'm holding.
There's so much shit in this chat room.
Oh god.
But it was like some guy, researcher, sent this to one of the pages. Through it. What name did you say was Lesky?
Aluzky, Olusky. He's he has and it's about people who love big old love, not just like, they love their dogs, okay? He will talk about giving blowjobs to his dog. He will openly talk about getting married to his dog. These people are sick, okay? When I first,
we're not talking about the same guy. Somebody else.
I trolled him for a little while. It was kind of funny, but he has no shame. He's perfectly fine with it. The page should be down. I don't know. I thought I fucking did something about it yesterday. But if it's still up, it's still up, whatever. But yeah, he's a lefty. He's an animal fucker. He's gross. You know, we just... Shit that doesn't... You hurt animals, you hurt children. Wolfsec is on your shit, alright? We will find you. We will take you down. That's what we do. We are warriors of the light. We are immortal. You can't end us. This purge can't stop us. You know, what are you going to do? Take our Facebook down? We'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. You know, we're off-site. We got our own group. We are encrypted. You cannot take us down. And we are out there searching for the worst of the worst, creepiest creeps out there. Keeping the internet safe for the little kids.
Thank you.
It needs to be done, man. It's dirty, it's dark, it's
Yes, it is.
gross work, man, but it's got to be done. We got people that get out there with fake profiles, you know, just tricking those into asking for sexual intercourse, you know, admitting that we're like, oh, we're 13-year-old girls, guys will ask for blowjobs. 4-year-old men will be like, oh, you want to come move in with me? One of my fishers just the other day, some guy sent them a picture of a studio. He had cameras and child's toys on a bed. Okay? Openly, he just sends this, like, oh, you want to move in with me? We can make videos. He said that to my fisher. Yeah, that's all we needed to know. Thank you for saying that, you dumb fuck. We got you, too. That's Wolfsec's game. That's what we do. But this purge is threatening that. This purge is taking my people, my fishers, my accounts, my everything. They've been dropping like flies, you know? And that's why we're trying to put it into this purge right now, trying to make it be a thing of the past, because there's no reason to be silencing us. There's no reason to silence any of us, any unknown period. Because if you're doing the right thing, you're making the world a better place. Why would somebody want to take that away?
Exactly.
Full sexy shit. I love my people. I know them all personally. I know their life stories. I know where their phone number. My direct inner circle of Wolfsec has my personal phone number to call me anytime they need. I am their rock. Okay, without the pack, I'm but a wolf. Without me, they are strays. Together, we are Wolfsec. Immortal. Unstoppable. A force to be reckoned with. I'm a proud alpha. Oh, guys.
We gotta do this more often.
Yes, we do. At the moment, though, I think I'm gonna have to cut off my feet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm gonna get yelled at for it. I just end it. Cannot silence my voice. I'll be here.
Well, shit, you guys remember Frank Ancona from the KKK shit?
Oh, yeah. About the KKK. What about him?
Yeah, he was found dead today. Went missing Friday night. Was found dead some point. I guess sometime this afternoon here.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That is
right.
That's a trip.
How it was actually the fifth column that broke the story. Got the news out before fucking anybody. Those guys are fucking killing it, man. They've done that about 4 or 5 times this last month. Fucking broke the story on all kind of shit.
Oh yeah, and whoever's watching, make sure to check out Anonymous Worldwide. We're starting up the new media. Us Anons can post to it. Get stories actually right.
Damn, you've got some serious echo going right now.
You guys see any comments right now? I think we're catching some hate.
Ooh,
Looks like Rage is trying to bat down a lot of hate here.
Well, let's go help him out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know, I see him saying something and somebody being like, I'm only here to watch. He's trying to say, I don't know who you are.
Everyone's
I don't know, a
welcome
bunch
to
of
watch.
shit. I just figured I should check it out.
Oh man, 111 comments.
Oh, did you see the comment that Daniel Lousy loves?
No, I didn't, but we have 2,900 views.
Fucking right. So let's see, this Thomas Mullen guy. Yeah, this guy here said he has information who physically and emotionally abuses a disabled woman. So, yeah, I'm gonna shoot him out there.
Alright. Well guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you for the pleasure of being part of this video. It was an honor. Anytime you want me in, please feel free to invite. I'm here. Anytime.
Yeah,
we'll
it's nice having you on here.
We'll have to actually schedule something and be more prepared next time.
Right. Well, we figured it out. Once we got on the roll, we started talking. You know, at first it was a fuck-off sesh.
Right.
But, you know, we got to get to know each other too before we start chatting too much. So, alright guys, the proof be with you. You want me, you know where to find me. Arthur Wolf of Wolf Sec out. We are most.
Take it easy,
Peace
bro.
out.
So, yeah, I'm probably gonna sign off. I got to go to work early in the morning, but
Well, hell, we can call it.
yeah, we can call it.
If you guys want to call it, that's good.
What?
This is a good stream.
Yeah.
We gotta do this again for sure.
Guys, and we'll get this set up better next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. All right, peace.
This has been Prismatic. Adios.